Before I came to Tiree, I was working in a bakery in Kirkwall for 14 years, but I always wanted to have a place of my own. My wife Nesta went to school in Tiree, and she always liked the island, and I was here on holidays several times, and when we were here once we were asked if we wouldn't start here. We thought it was an ideal opportunity to start a business in Ireland where they had no fresh bread. We heard about the loans and grants from the Highlands and Highlands Board, so we wrote to them and got the application forms, and after a while we got them passed by the board. Whereas in cities you don't know your neighbour. Here you know nearly everybody after a while, and they're all willing to do things. But I know as far as the community spirit goes, you can look at the way they got together to eliminate brucellosis on the island for a start.
Tiree was the first community in the British Isles to be declared brucellosis-free. That didn't happen by accident. Tiree farmers and crofters, working together, made it happen, just as they used the seas around the island as a barrier against infection from outside and eliminated the warble fly. It's important for Tiree that Gavin and Nesta Carter have started a bakery on the island. But perhaps it's even more important that they have added another 4 names to the school roll: Anne, Douglas, Sinclair, and Alwyn Carter. It's a hunting song they're singing, a song of the past. But these are the faces that will shape the future of Tiree. And there are new faces among them, like the baker's son, Douglas Carter.
They're very, very helpful, the folk in Tiree. They'll give you a hand with anything you ask them for. In fact, they'll offer their services before you even ask for it. And it's a spirit, I think, that you find predominantly in Highlands. I like the environment. It's better than in city environment. I don't like living in a town of any kind. I prefer to live out in where you got a field around the house, and, which is most of Tiree. There are very few places where there's two houses close together.
A large percentage of the boys who left the school in Tiree used to go straight into the merchant navy. They wanted to make their living in the sea, but they had no alternative but to go to the merchant navy. And if there was a good, strong fishing industry here, they could join the fishing industry straight from school and make their living at sea as they want to do, without having to travel to the other end of the earth. I used to come home and leave from the merchant navy, and I saw there was an opportunity here for living at home and making a living at home. I don't like filling in forums myself, but it was very easy to pick up the phone and talk to people in the Highland Board Fisheries Division, and they would advise me on what to do about forums, etc. I've found the men in the Fisheries Division to be non-bureaucratic in terms of filling in forums, and they've got expertise available in all sorts of fishery problems. They've got boat building experts, they've got engineers, they've got actual fishing experts. All the expertise is there for you to tap. All you have to do is ask them and they'll tell you. When you're getting a lobster fishing boat or any sort of fishing boat, you want the most efficient craft for the quarry you're going after, without going into excessive expenditure. But you need the very basics, the echo sounder and the medium frequency radio, hydraulic steering, good hydraulic hauler, the size of engine which will work economically for you without gulping too much fuel. What you have to lose first is the old Highland fear of putting yourself into debt. You have to be prepared to borrow money. And the Highland Board is there to lend you the money if you're willing to take the risk.
No man is an island, and no small community can flourish unless fresh initiatives, skills and energies are encouraged to find a local outlet. You've seen Gavin Carter and his wife Nesta, Hector MacPhail and his crewman Donald John Kennedy, a baker and a fisherman, the loaves and the fishes, still vital needs even in this computerized age. But they are only two of the many who have carried out a recent development with assistance from the Highlands and Islands Development Board. There are hundreds of others throughout the length and breadth of the region, contributing to the greater prosperity of all in food processing, fishing, guest houses, the crafts industry, manufacturing, knitwear, stock rearing, and a variety of cooperatives. Perhaps you have your own individual part to play in the continuing development of the Highlands and Islands.